Hello people who are watching on YouTube. I forgot to hit record at the beginning, so now we're recording. We're playing Orwell. You all look shifty. Oh, we know her. She's dodgy. Is this what it's like to live in the UK? Oh shit! The canoodlers! The canoodlers exploded! Fake says it's Watch Dogs apparently. Apparently it is, basically it's the hacking stuff from Watch Dogs. So the good stuff. Arrest that couple for PDA. You're online good, says Sims. Hello, Sims. Call me Sims. I was already there, Sims. Way ahead of you. April 13th, mere 10 days before my birthday. Next year, apparently. Together we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. Am I the first or the last? For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight when new information is there to be investigated. Firstly, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Let's read the Beholder. What headlines you got? Trump burns world down? America racist and sexist? Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profile. Open the unknown person file once you're done. More dating stuff. They really want you to be in a relationship. The leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, honest. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. So far, this is sounding like our very own ABC. To the point. Direct. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. Negotiations in Triflith failed. Pargesen president aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent rifles in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. Movie shooting complete. This is better. 100 Grey Shadows. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Shooting of Grey Shadows saga lasting 4 years finalized. 3rd part of the saga to hit movie theaters next Valentine's Day. Written and directed by Sumishi Aran. Okay, so maybe we should read more about this. This is a very cool layout, by the way. I'm very much, it's tickling my aesthetic bone, which of course is a bone we all have in our body and our pants. Reminds me a bit of Hacknet, says Kaunum, correct. The Great Braid of superb journalism. And please don't eat the quackers, says the Melodic Stomp. We're going back in. Bonton. 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening. An explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed and 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was completely destroyed, nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that several hours later, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. JP. The Nation is the name of the place? The country is called The Nation? Interesting. Why is 50 Shades the movie they decide to reference? I think it's because it's a judgment on the film that they're like, oh, this piece of shit movie is the bad one. Okay, unknown person. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you open is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Oh, I'll look out that record. How would I do that? Back to the reader. Cool. Cassandra Watergate. Well, I already don't trust the last name. She probably did something stupid. Assaulting a police officer. Yeah, she was part of like a protest and she resisted arrest or something. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. Okay, so data chunks. Cassandra Watergate? I feel Nick doesn't get enough credit for how much and how well he reads all the stuff in games for us. Thank you, Maiden News. It's amazing how much you read out loud. Like, when you're playing this sort of stuff. I feel like I always stumble, but that's a very nice thing for you to say. Hillary won Virginia. Yes! Yes! I'm just gonna refresh that page. Oh my god. She's got 188 to 187 electoral votes. Okay. Back to the game. Back to the game so we can all forget. Okay, what are we doing? Chunks. We're on chunks. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin, that should be a capital O, had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. Oh no. Protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the group. On the group? Alright. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Alright. So, drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into the profile to upload them to our servers. So, Watergate, Cassandra Watergate, Chunky. Was that it? Assault on a police officer? Background. No. Personality, activities, aliases, accounts, contacts. Did I do it all? Is that all the chunks? Date of birth, address, occupation, relationship. Don't know any of that. Physique. Picture. We want the picture. There we go. Right, okay, I see. It did actually highlight that. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can be clearly assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to continue. So she assaulted a police officer. Oh, it's interesting when you say you drag it over, it says this cannot be undone. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Interesting. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? No. That's very funny, Pirate. We need a bit of cheeriness in here. Where's that lone Trump supporter in the Pocketeers group? Just wait for those Western blue states to be counted. Yeah, that's probably not enough. I did not find data revealing where she attacked the police officer, and you'll see what I mean. Okay. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer. So, previously arrested for assaulting the police officer. We go back here. Is this woman a terrorist? The leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, honest. All right, I'm feeling less confident about this newspaper. One, because it's the only newspaper we've been reading so far, which is a terrible way to get your information. And two, why would you start your article saying, is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago, remains in custody, trial scheduled for August. There we go. That looks chunky. The case that keeps the media and public guessing. Cassandra W., who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of the demonstration. So we will add that. I feel like I'm doing a bad thing for like the world here. I feel like this is not necessarily the best use of my time as a citizen of the nation. The same exact location as the assault. Interesting. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. Freedom Plaza was where she beat the person. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Someone with very fetching hair. Okay. What was she protesting against? Against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Protests at the Freedom Plaza turned violent 2 weeks ago. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession, thank you, has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show their support. Trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delaroe, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other rioters as anti-government terrorists. One who does street art. Oh, an artist. One who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Oh, Smize. You're so sassy. Great, you found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Yeah, let's clarify my job before I do all this. I feel like that's probably a good system. Has there been any chance to make a choice in this game yet? Says main new menus. Not yet, but we're very much in the tutorial stage right now. You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going to this case blind. The Orwell ethical codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Interesting. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We're so sorry, it's been a giant week. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Interesting. So I see all this stuff, and then I pick basically what is important, and then I get to tell the advisors, and then they figure out who should be arrested. That's interesting. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary. Okay. Cassandra's Port. This is cool. What a cool idea for a game. Interesting. Okay, so here is another website. So I could drag a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. I wonder if that would go in a dress. Like, would it... What do you reckon? Finally found the courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career. So is this stuff important? That's the question. Below you'll find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and right of the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's friggin' awesome. Well, you're very cocky. Leave a message on my UTEL account, thecassie91, and tell me which piece you'd like. I'm gonna make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now go have fun. Free of charge? This is her cat, Kikiko. Definitely the only family I need. Okay. Can I not add that seems like she's single? Alright. Yep, that beauty's me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. What do you think? A Christmas present for my darling. This was meant to be a private piece, but oh well, I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. So this could be her darling. Or it could be of someone that her darling likes. Trump is 216 to Clinton 209. What a world. Okay, so what is important here? We can give, I reckon the UTEL account would be important, because she might be talking about, like, doing some shit. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. Right. This is getting more and more creepy. The listener has now been unlocked, and new conversations will appear when they are started. Oh my god. So, is this important? Dull day job? I don't think so. That's not important. The only other thing I do think could be important is the businessman's forgotten daughter. But does that lead you to believe that, oh, she blew up the thing because she hates business, because, like, she has daddy issues? Like, is that... Give her the nicer photo. Yeah, that is a nicer photo. I feel like this doesn't necessarily help the police catch her, though, whereas a mugshot does. I can take this one? Yeah, we'll give it the nice photo. Boom. Look how happy she is. The listener. No communications recorded. I feel like I need to drag this over there. Daughter of entrepreneurs. So this is just profile and background. Personality, physique, activities, aliases, accounts, contacts. Maybe it wants me to put everything in here. You quit your job. We should find out what that job was. Right. I see. Oh, listener. Oh, she's talking to someone. Unknown person. Hey, you. Oh, it's a booty call. It's a booty call. You up? Can't find my credit card. I assume you took it. You got me, Sherlock. So this is her partner? Brother? I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. They're gonna want the platinum card because then we'll be able to track her. Luckily for you, I don't mind if you go and splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine, what does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Huh? So that's Joseph, I'm guessing? Alright, all of this seems important. Platinum card, we can track the number. Stolen credit card? Well, I mean, it's not stolen. They seem to be fine with it. If you were able to find out who she was talking about, we could lock it for the owner. Ooh, so we know that. But we don't want to lock it, right? Like, we don't actually want to lock the credit card. Because she's not doing anything wrong. He's fine with it. That's exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. Guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents. Come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Maybe. Gotta go. Text you later. XOXO. So I feel like we don't want to block his credit card because he's fine with it. She's just going to get some wine. We know that, but if I give them that piece of information, they're going to block the credit card. There's also Big Pharma. Her parents were doing pharmaceutical drugs. Oh, aka my parents, right. They make them. Interesting. She stole the credit cards to buy Hearthstone stuff. Are we monitoring people, says Laser Chalk. Yes, we are. You said, sorry, read the info that comes up when you hover a data chunk. That lets us know what they will think. Right, so this is saying that the location would be in Wonderland behind the rainbow, which is not ideal. If I do this, related profile update. Joseph Langley, create a new profile. Maybe I should do it. I'll just do it all, just so we get an idea of the game. She stole the credit card of a lawyer, really? Well, we should be able to track the credit card of Langley and lock it down. Done. No need to thank me, Mr. Langley. Shit! You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted in their relevant profiles. Okay, right, so I need to be in the right profile to witness data chunks. So if I go here, I get some cheeky chunks. Client of lawyer. No, okay. Reader. So this is what happens when someone says you're on a list now when you say something illegal, I'm guessing. Okay, so we've got multiple things now. We've got the Watergate Pharmaceuticals, which is the place her parents own, or run, or founded, and procedure closing raises manipulation suspicion. So this is another website, the National Beholder article. Let's look at Watergate. Company, jobs, products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. I love how all this stuff is laid out as different websites. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches our lives with industry-leading products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Here is some of the products we make. Cough drops, activating pills against migraines, medication that increases concentration, medication for the alleviation of arthritic joint pain, antidepressant to help stabilize your emotions, all-round painkiller that dissolves in water, or soothing pills for a good night's rest against occasional sleeping problems and for acute application when suffering from insomnia. Company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, the largest exporter to all areas of the world. Has been in the hands of the Watergate family, owning and managing the firm since its foundation in 1931. Bruno Watergate. Who are you, mate? This seems important. CEO of Watergate Pharmaceuticals, Bruno Watergate, the grandson of our founder, Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in the family business, Mr. Watergate is also the founder of the Central Pharmacy Congress and head of the charity foundation Children of Podgers. Podgers? Canada's immigration and citizenship website has crashed now. For reals? Okay. Dr. Alice Watergate, terrible picture of you. Co-founder, co-partner of the firm with her husband Bruno. Right, so married to Bruno. And you are the junior COO. From Big Pharma, aka my parents, Big Pharma, aka you. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation, Alice and Bruno's daughter Cassandra. Right. Oh, right. Okay, these are the parents. Interesting. I thought they might have been brothers or sisters because it started off with son, grandson of the founder. Will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapter of our 85-year strong legacy. Right, so you are next. And what is this going to say? Your job. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Moonanite. Is that actually the same person? Of course it is. She's just got slightly different hair. Cassandra Watergate. We're all over it. Oh my god. If I go back here... How do I... Do I need to create a new profile? No. Your physique, profile, accounts, activities, personality, background. Oh, this needs to go there. Sorry. Okay, so Alice and Bruno's daughter. So now I've got info on Alice and Bruno, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Documents that you've already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. Interesting. You can also add the photo of her blonde self. Added. Welcome, Melting Bones. Thanks for coming. She changed her hair. Arrest her. Okay. Headlines. Crime rate continues to drop. Nothing important here. Oh, interesting. Oh! Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. This is Cassandra. Speculated that the... You mean speculation? That the accused parents manipulated the trial. Huh. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two chunks are at odds... Sorry, chewing. No. No. Whenever the content of two chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the other will become invalid immediately. Oh. I'd highly recommend you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been passed, there is no way to reverse your choice. So basically just feeding this info like into the computer, and if it's wrong, there's nothing we can do about it. Which is a terrible system to have. Okay, so what's the conflict? Show me the conflict. This is a conflict with one unknown data chunk. Right, so we've got this. Criminal case closed due to lack of evidence, so we think it's closed. The wealthy family of the accused might have... the suspect's lawyer, Yosef, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been valid evidence that my client was guilty. No point at all. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment upon hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. Procedure closing. So show me the conflict. Okay, so these two things are in conflict. How can these two things be in conflict in the one article? So, there is a conflict with another data chunk in procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Right, so this is in the article. And the conflict is the case is closed due to lack of evidence. The wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. Right. Alright, we're gonna have to put it out there. We're gonna have to put it out there as a poll. Moobot's coming in. Moobot is coming in. Lack evidence. Sneaky family. The poll is open. Okay, so we are either voting for the case was closed due to lack of evidence, or the wealthy family may have affected the outcome. Interesting. If I go back to here, what does that mean? Does this mean new? Is it just because I have... Oh, I haven't read this? Is this what it's saying? Go back? Yeah. Crime rate continues to drop. The implementation of the safety bill. Oh, this is the thing that she didn't like. Oh my god, this goes so deep. This game is so deep. It's not even a joke, it's just a thing. The people, the leaders, so that's the Prime Minister. Secretary of Security. This is my boss. That is Casey Affleck. Oh my god, it just keeps opening up. Okay, I'm gonna go refreshing. 3, 2, 1. It is 50-50. It is literally 50-50. Not even a percentage chance difference. What to do? Is it really dark in here, or is it just my imagination? That's better. NichBoy, check out the careers page of her parents' website. Jobs. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is currently looking for suitable candidates for the following position. Please address all applications to Josephine Markt, Chief Operating Officer. We are urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. Was she the... Who was the Chief Operating Officer? You were the junior COO, so you would think that you would take the next job. We'll drag that over there. So that was your former job. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. Also, she mentioned she quit a dull job. Yeah, so that she totally quit that. So she's not doing that anymore. So if we go jobs, we are urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. Yeah, so this is her. She quit this job. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant by quitting her job. Good. Okay, excellent. Hello, Bree CW. I'm gonna refresh in 3, 2, 1. Sneaky Family wins at 53%. Oh, Sneaky Family. Is this the path we're heading down? Committing to Sneaky Family? Done. Where was that? Where was that? It was in here. Wait, was it this? No. Don't need that. Oh, this. Procedure closing. Okay, so we're going Sneaky Family. So I want to take, do I take this? Yes. Oh, now this is a severe accusation, says Sims. Since we already know who her parents are, we'll immediately begin investigating these allegations. Oh, goodness. We've started something terrible. Currently, I'm thinking our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Don't you agree? I don't know, I feel like you're kind of putting words in my mouth at this point. Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Good question. Let me lower this. Yeah, bit more Nick Nip in there. Okay, let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? There's a lot of crap here. I'm sure this is important, but we can look at it later. So this is saying that there's something I'm missing. Is it because there's like a link? Peacekeeping. Yeah, there must be something there. Okay, Cassandra's timeline. Let's figure this out. Status, you're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. What? Oh, right, this is her, like, Facebook page. Right, okay. Instantly like this picture more, so let's put this back. Is this good or bad? Is putting that picture there gonna make them like her or not like her? Birthday. Okay, so we know when you're born, which was September 13, 1992. It means you are a baby. And you are interested in art, music, and activism. We knew that already. Music, art, activism. What a lineup. Not really. That doesn't seem like that surprising at all. Most artists and musicians are into, you know, quite socially aligned politics. I prefer the other picture, says Laser Chalk. Really? I like this one. I feel like we see a bit of a personality. Hello, Singer. How's things? Things are good. Well, things are terrible because of what's happening in America, but other than that, things are good. Cassandra likes The Targets, painting Alice in Wonderland and her cat. Woohoo! First day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Farmer. 12 likes, 2 comments. What? Who's gonna pay for your stuff now? Mummy and Daddy won't like this, says Jake. Haha, Jake, you idiot. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me, Jake. I'm making art, baby. There's Kiko again. Kiko set us up the bomb. Kiko blowing shit up. Okay, is this, what order is this? March 1st, 2017, January 29th, 2017. So we're going backwards. Despise the puppets of the state. You finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but to congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, right. I'm concerned about putting this in there. Although I feel like the game wants me to go, she did it, but at the same time, I'm kind of a bit of a contrarian. Like, if someone wants me to do something, then I generally like doing the other thing. It's not a particularly good trait in my personality, but it does exist. So here I'm kind of like, oh, I wonder, even if she did blow up a bomb, then she should go to prison. But I don't want her to have done it just simply because the game is leading me to believe that she did it in the first place. Trump 238 to Clinton 209. Ridiculous. Let's leave that just for now. Sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. What? Broken relationship for show? Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry. I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, it's in the past now. What? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. Oh, you went through a severe mood swing right there. What's going on? Why would you lash out? She didn't say anything too bad. Cassandra Watergate changed her status on August 22nd, 2016. Oh my god. That was last month. That was a few months ago. Cassandra is in a relationship with Yosef. Oh, Yosef. Banging the lawyer. With her lawyer, this might be noteworthy. Or at the very least, sexy. ABC 24 has Trump at 253. Great, so he only needs another 17 and then he wins. And then it's President Trump for 4 years. That's just terrific. Okay. I'm gonna drown my sorrows with a candy. Question. Hello, not empty now. Thank you for saying hi. Probably shouldn't have picked such a chewy lolly. Here's my question. Does a lawyer have the same sort of conflict of interest as a doctor or a teacher would sleeping with your patient? Sleeping with your client, like a doctor would with their patient or a teacher would with their student? That's my question. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed at this shit, but surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations of my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Yes, it does. At least you are redeemed now. Want to blow off steam with a little late night shopping tour? Not today, I have a date this evening. Ooh, who is the lucky one? Yosef! Yosef! Doing that bad lawyer thing. Case closed. Congratulations, I never had any doubts about it. Kiddo, you're my favorite heroine. 1,000 cams on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people into believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. I would trust nothing, a man with that goatee says. Why don't you read it in chronological order from the bottom, says Quantum Dot. I'm reading it this way because I feel like it's actually... I feel like it's supposed to be read this way because this is the way they're presenting it. I know it's how a website normally would, but there's something like going back in time, memento style is more interesting to me. I believe they would. It depends on the laws wherever they are. Interesting. I'd say no. There'd only be conflict if you're in a relationship and they're on the opposing side, prosecutor and the defendant. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm so happy. I'm sure you heard the load fall off my mind. Yeah, blah blah blah. That's your profile picture. Concept was so amazing that I just had to give my hair a little makeover. What happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? We could have done together. Mary Bly, so needy. Cassie's going punk. Did mommy and daddy agree with that? Oh, she's not gonna like that. Blah blah blah. Henceforth, Cassandra will be known to the world as Cassathus. What's that gonna update? Had her alias name suggested to her by Juliet Carrington. Okay, let's give that a shot. Because Cassathus could be like an alias name. You know people on the web, so many names, so many identities. I know, I'm looking here, I see Sunshi, Liam the Llama, Sith Cat, Tacitunum, Manga Mem, Ronnie Cat, Engelbert, North Darkwood, Panda Kebab. I doubt Panda Kebab's parents named them Panda Kebab. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons. Yep. I'd like to invite you to our little activist group if you want to join us. It would be nice to have you in the protest on the Freedom Plaza. Interesting, so he's the one who got her involved in this shiz in the first place. Okay, so she likes the targets, and that's her hair. And then at the bottom, well, this is what happens when you do my hair. Ooh la la, wee no. Having an amazing shopping tour with Mary, the best friend of all times, but you really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. Okay. So, here, this is in conflict with the earlier one, which is shut your freaking mouth, I hate you. So is it a broken relationship? Or is it just, or are they still best friends? I'm gonna put it to a vote. Because I think it's one of those situations where you go, friends can fight, but they can still be friends. The two options are broken and BFF. Love-hate relationship, says Laser Chalk. Panda Kebab. If I were a lawyer, I'd definitely sleep with all of my clients. Panda Kebab there with a lot of confidence. Were they BFF? Then something broke when Mary also banged the lawyer. Interesting. Is Mary jumping on the old lawyer D as well? This is another piece of information I don't know whether I should put in there. I feel like I have to. I'm not trying to protect her. I'm trying to understand. We aren't too fond of you either. Oh, really? Oh, no. Travesty James says, just checked on the lawyer thing. It's a bit of a grey area because there's no clear conflict of interest, but lawyers have gotten in trouble for it in the past. Right. Judging by that episode of Oh my god, what was that show? What was that HBO show that just finished? The night of. Some dodgy shit can happen. I like how the Moonanite says, judging from what I've learned in my business course. Okay, so where's the vote landed? We're gonna refresh this. And broken relationship, 69% to 26% BFF. So we have entered broken relationship status. The BFFs are BFFs no more. What do? I drag it over and it disables the other one. Sorry. How sad. I feel like Sims doesn't mean it. That's the portfolio. Okay. So, what do we have? Oh, the listener. The listener is active. There's another chat. It's another sesh. Another cheeky lawyer sexting sesh. Incoming session. Yosef. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Oh, bombing. Cassandra, don't say yes, I did it. Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Interesting. Don't say you weren't there either. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was just there moments before this happened. I should never have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me, says Yosef. Very nice. I was so happy when Godfells accepted me into thought. Wait, what? Okay, first of all, catches the bus at Freedom Plaza every day. We know that, but that's fine, because that's not that suspicious. Yeah, it could be coincidence, exactly. I was happy when Godfells accepted me into thought. Godfells, co-member of Thought, member of a group called Thought. So that was the radical thing. Desperately wanted to go to prove my worth. Think of it this way, if you're not gone to the protest, then you never would have been wrongfully indicted and we never would have met. Cute. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. Oh, no, that was us! That was you! I guess I'll have to go without wine then. Oh, great. We ruined the sexy night. We ruined the sexy night. You wankers. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You gotta be kidding me. I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Exclamation mark 1. I like that. Good. Nice little touch. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please calm down. Oh no. Oh no, did we end the relationship because... Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's on mood stabilizers. Is that the only thing that matters, that I'm on happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it, so I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up to this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine, don't you understand that? No, I totally understand. You don't risk losing that very Wait, no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now? Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Okay, so Cassie is obviously going home now in case I'm setting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon, please. Okay, so Cassie is like a little just swings and roundabouts. Do we want to add that? See, I feel like she didn't do it. I wonder if this is an important piece of information we need to give, because I feel like she totally didn't do it. There was a lot of like anger that she was being portrayed as a terrorist, not anger at the system. So you go, she's angry that she was being seen that way, so in my mind, the last thing she would want to do is to confront confirm people's suspicions by doing that. Unless it was like a reverse thing where she's like, oh fine, if you all think I'm that, then I will be that, but that doesn't seem what it seems. That isn't what it seems like. Okay. She blew up the plaza to get attention from her lawyer boyfriend, says Sith Cat. Now, this is probably important. She's on a mood stabilizer. What's this methrin? Can you look that up for me, please? Yes, I can. That would be in the products tab. And methrin is an antidepressant. Wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Yeah, I reckon no. And the same way with her, like we said with her best friend. That's kind of like, that makes sense as to why she had her fight. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on this medication. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. Oh no. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Oh no. But I don't think she did it. I don't think she did it. So what now? People. Robert Blaine. Oh god, do I need to go back to Yosef? Do you get chunks, Yosef? Maybe I need to drag Godfellas in here. Oh, I need to make a decision either way. Right, I need to make a decision. What do we think? I feel like if I disable it, I feel like if I disable it, it's the right thing to do, because it's like they're going to assume that because she's part of this group and she was on mood stabilizers, etc., that she's sort of like dangerous, but they haven't read the rest of what I've read, which makes it sound as though she is actually just someone who lets off a lot of steam but doesn't necessarily follow through on it. Oh, I can enable it later. Okay, well, let's disable it for now. Mary Bly? What am I missing? There's these three. So the safety bill, projects, participate. That's all red. So what now? And one flaw with the game is some data chunks that need to precede the plot, the thought being one of those since the group becomes a plot point later. Maybe I do need to do that. Where the hell did I just see that? It was in this. Yeah, maybe it is important. That seems weird that you could disable this stuff. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her and who is Godfells. We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Okay, so... Ah, right. This is the website of the group. I love how all these places have very well thought out graphic design. It's almost like a video game designer made it. See you, Ninja! Okay. Welcome to the thought. Pick an entry from below. Jesus. Ah! Ah! This is her. It's cams. Cams everywhere. Even at Freedom Plaza, is it just me or is this a little bit, I don't know, ironic? You probably know me as that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid C-word, or anti-government terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. This was because the middle of the chaos someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never occurred to anyone that wasn't me. We were there because we wanted peaceful protest. We've always been against violence. This is going to conflict with something. Possibly with the fact that she was arrested for hitting someone on the head. Arrest all the blue-haired people? Possibly. Predicted pretty much this for all of the web. Our thoughts still free. Godfells. That's our boy. Our boy Godfells. Administrator. This is him. There is a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free. It goes like this. What do you need? Yeah. Oh, it's not in the original German. I would have loved to read the original German. I don't have time to read all that. That's just clickbait stuff. First follower. Hey Godfells, interesting name by the way. Just stumbled upon your blog and there's some truth you tell here. The web was born in the sense of ultimate freedom to be who you want to be, express yourself. Now the government has come to threaten it with its real name policies and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are. So you don't say anything wrong, possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you didn't have one follower, you've just gamed your first. Okay, cool. So someone's following his blog now. The minefield. Due to the privacy settings on this blog, archived articles are only available from direct links, not from the front page. Interesting. So I wonder if I can read these articles, these archived things. No. No more links. Cassandra's timeline. Oh, this just got updated. Huh, finally someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Oh no. The National Beholder TNA. Horrible explosion destroys Freedom Memorial. Explosion destroys the memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. There are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the Big Bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now, Mrs. Delarue? What now? Jake says, really, Cassie, you laugh at people being killed. Are you out of your mind? Okay, so Jake brings up a good point. Here's the thing. The guy was like, let's find her current mindset to see, you know, where she's at. This is her current mindset, but again, it feels like she didn't do it. It feels like she's just happy that someone did. Like, they proved her point. But I have to drag this over, which makes me feel a bit shit. Wait. No! I could have done conflicted. I could have gotten conflicted and go, her current mindset is she abhors violence. But now I've done that. No! Oh, I'm too distracted. I'm too distracted to make these life and death decisions. Alright, we've found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. Damn. Okay, we got another sesh. Another hot sexting sesh. Sexed it up, guys. Ooh, sexed it up with Juliet. Hey, Cassie. Fuck you, Juliet. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know, did you bomb that place? Your post on the timelines about this assault. Yeah, no bueno. No bueno. You really shouldn't. I like how it says that she's writing and then Juliet texts before her. That's very realistic. Really, Jules, you're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? You shouldn't write something like that. No, I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing, just between the two of us. I just had to let off some steam, you know? Juliet says it's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. This bombing stirred up all this crap again. You know, my lawyer buddy who hates me now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me and you succeeded. Oh, you must forget that. That was so brave. How can it be my fault? Juliet, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him, and this is why you should remove this post. I feel like an asshole, the worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. Oh, no. So she did do it. She did assault the guy in the first place. Injured a police officer to protect Juliet Carrington. Admitted guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured a police officer in a rage. Show the conflict. So it's that. Huh. Yeah, that music bump was pretty big. Okay, so in this scenario, so it's either I smashed the freaking skull, she killed someone because she lost it, or you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded. Interesting. I feel like I need to put this to the people, even though I think we've shown today that voting is bullshit. Save is she did it to save a friend. Smash is she did it because she lost it. Yes, that's very true, Sithcat. Guilty of assault, but not terrorism, which I still believe. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to see it that way, right? Because I need to give them information saying that she's innocent of the terrorism. Personally, I think she did it to save her friend. But you might think she did it just to get her jollies. Moon and Night says you're too soft-hearted, Pocketeers. My God. Asian markets trading sharply lower. Dow Jones futures were down 600 points in after hours trading. Okay. It sounds like she lost it because she needed to save a friend, says Travis D. James. Correctamundo. Surely we can just go back to the security footage from the start of the game and track her movements? That would be great. I wonder if that's how the game works, though. That's not really... The point of the game seems to be this, not that other stuff. Okay, vote closing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Save 72%. Save far and away wins. So I'm gonna say that you hurt him to save him, like Satine did in Moulin Rouge. What? Where did that come from? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. However, we probably won't be able to hold her for long if it really happened in defense of this Juliet. Ah, excellent. Okay, good. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Alright, so they're gonna go arrest her. I feel bad. I feel like this is a real person. In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. Yep. Alright, so something terrible is about to happen. You're about to be arrested. Just try to cope. Oh god. Incoming sesh. Yosef, I need you. Juliet, I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Well, it looks like you're hiding it. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. Oh god, BRB? There's no BRB. BRJ, for jail. Okay, I'll wait. By the way, how's your boyfriend? You still together? You haven't been talking about him that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Your boyfriend is certainly your lawyer. Hello? Well, give it time. I mean, someone was at the door. The coppers. I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she's involved with the bombing, we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of Juliet, she seems to be unstable and a threat. Okay, just received confirmation she's now in custody. Very good work. I'm curious about this thought group, though, whether they... Oh, God. Oh, no, look at the news. Second explosion. Two dead after second explosion. Is there a connection to yesterday's assault? Explosive charge set off at the Stelligan University at Bonton. 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, a letter has been received just before the crime. That is horrible, and it can't have been her. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assailants are connected, and as if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. This complicates matters massively, so much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors, see how we are to proceed, given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Wow. Some shiz went down. Okay, log off. We don't need those data chunks. Log out. The game knows the news is horrible. Based on data you submitted, we have learned the following. Globally, a severe assault occurred at the Freedom Plaza yesterday. Cassandra Watergate was present there prior to the assault and is being investigated. Hints of the involvement of an activist group named Thought have been found, and a second assault at Stelligan University occurred, seemingly connected to the first. This suggests Cassandra Watergate is either not the only perpetrator or not involved at all. She has been criminally charged with the injury of a police officer. She's an artist. Former criminal case may have been closed during an illegal intervention by her parents. She's in a relationship with her lawyer, Yosef. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. She seems to have undergone a radical change after she joined the activist group Thought. She claimed Cassandra defended her by injuring the police officer, and an arrest has been made. Episode 2, a place where there is no darkness. So here's the thing about this game. The interesting thing about it is that the episode's been released weekly. So there's 3 episodes out now, and then there's 2 that are going to be released over the next 2 weeks. So yeah, interesting. I am just going to go grab a hard drive because I need to transfer something off this computer. In the meantime, I'm going to open up a poll. Do we want to see episode 2? Episode 2? We'll just say continue. Is that? Or round the evening out with some Hearthstone. Continue or Hearthstone are your options. I'll be back in 1 second. And I'm back, because there's a hard drive sitting right here. How perfect. Baka baka bak. Okay, you're gonna hear some people next door because they are filming what's the thing? What's the kid show? Spawn Point. Take you and transfer NTFS. PC is probably better. How big is this drive? Oh, Darren's out there. I hear a cheeky Darren. Ah, cool. Okay, that's transferring over. Oh my god, this election. Let's refresh this. And, oh my god, it's so close. Okay, poll is closing in 3, 2, 1. Continue wins. Scratchy says isn't thingy filmed, Spawn Point filmed in studio. It normally is, but this is like an office thing. They're playing, I think they're playing Just Dance, so for the gameplay stuff, it's upstairs. Okay. Welcome back. I hope you don't mind if we get started right away. We have tons of work ahead of us. I met with my superiors and they wish to continue with the test case. They believe in the capability of Orwell to handle this, and for you, of course. Based on the information you've already extracted, the activist group known as Thought is worth investigating. It seems that Goldfels is an important member of Thought, so we now have clearance to consider them as a target person. Now that Goldfels is a target person, there may be new data chunks available in documents you have already accessed. Don't forget to go back and recheck your sources. Okay, Godfells, speak to me, buddy. Well, we know there's a picture of you in, here. That is a picture of you. Terrific. Sounds like Gus is having sex in there. Okay. There is a German folk song called The Thoughts Are Free, so that is where you got your name. The letter, we are right, it seems. That was part of the letter anyway. I immigrated to the nation in 1993. I believe in this universal what? Huh? Sorry. The hard drive just did something weird. Put it in NTFS, I guess. How's that going? What was it doing? Is this available on PS4? I'm not sure, DJ Spanky. Okay. I immigrated to the nation in 1993, so that's when you arrived. An immigrant. Oh, I already don't like this. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind if the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society. Oh my god, how can thoughts still be free? Okay. That's why I created this blog. The Thought as an activist group with the same name as this blog. If Godfels is the one who created the blog, perhaps he founded or was even the leader of the activist group. I think that's probably bloody likely. Godfels, that was talking to the first commenter, and shouldn't have anything to do with Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Like, I'm sure that if there were chunks, they would show up as stars. Okay, headlines. Heavy rainstorms, weird. Timelines and Rossen announced cooperation. Two biggest social networks, timelines. Oh, right. I bet Roshan is like Twitter and timelines is Facebook. Or Roshan is pictures. internet billionaire siblings, Ada and Ellen Davenport, creators and owners of the most important online social network, Timelines, located in Hillbury, are starting a major cooperation with the Bonton software giant Roshan Technologies. How strange. Okay. Cool. Connection between Bonton bombings evident. Sorry, I'm just gonna refresh. New York Times, which is just the worst. Okay. Attacks against Stellingen University in Bonton and Freedom Plaza are connected. The bombing that occurred yesterday at the university seems to be connected to the attack against Freedom Plaza earlier this week. This is the conclusion of police division who are investigating the cases in both assaults. A similar explosive device created with pure malevolence. Some good description there. Appeared to be used, said police spokeswoman Steele. Okay, letters were there. People might have been theorizing the number of stanzas might represent the number of bombings, which in turn raises the question whether there might be another bombing yet to occur. We understand some people jump to this conclusion, but there's no good reason to believe this. The university has declared that normal operation cannot continue. And respect is being paid to the victims. And finally, in headlines, heavy rainstorms expected for the weekend. That's exciting. It's going to be raining. We go up here. Thought must change direction. How did we get access to this one? I thought must change direction. How did we get access to this when it was archived? Weird. Okay, so what do we got here? After 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations like the one held at Freedom Plaza, I feel obliged to ask myself where we stand. Have we reached our goal? What has been sacrificed along the way? In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed the group? Frankly and sadly, the answer to the latter is a resounding no. Right, so Goldfells is already unhappy with what's going on. I feel like this guy doesn't look like Goldfells as well. This guy doesn't look like he would bomb anything. He looks like a total nerd. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong. Thoughts are free, but that does in no way mean that they can attack and do whatever they wish. Instead of blaming others, I see now my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of the past months. More than anyone else have thought, I feel responsible. As a consequence, I will halt my active engagement in this group. I firmly believe it shall be the better for everyone, especially my students from Stellingen. Please reconsider. Guy hurt there was only a goddamn cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know, all the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. Who are you, concerned one? But hell, look at the bright side. We made the news. That's what we wanted. What you wanted. Okay, so Rough Puffy and I am enjoying it. Thank you. Okay, so what's the dealio? The dealio here is we let ourselves be consumed by anger and hate. There is a conflict. Hinted at troubled past, reacts with hatred and anger about troubled past of thought. He feels responsible. I think he feels responsible for troubled past, hinted at troubled past of thought. I feel like feels responsible is better. I'm just going to select that one. We'll also take over. Trouble Pass, we'll have to get to the bottom of this. You are halting your active engagement in the group, I think is very important. Whether active engagement means still an interesting fact. And you had students, or you teach at the very university. Hey, Bowell! Bow to the university that you teach at. You know what I think about coincidences? I won't repeat it. That would be too much of a coincidence. Let's just quickly check the state of everything. $32 billion wiped off Australian market as Trump edges closer to victory. Good fucking grief. Okay, so, what do we got? We got more stuff here. Nothing seems to be in there. Memorial. Knowledge, science, wisdom. At sometimes all remain silent. Continue to main page. Alright, can't take any of that. Is that you? No. Notable alumni. One of the two is going to be in here. Orlando Buffett. That's great. Is the founder and CEO of one of the highest grossing online grocery trading companies. So she is the head of the, she's the Ministry of Security. We don't like her. Yosef went to the university. Oh my god, everyone went to this university. Joanna McElroy, who I don't think we've heard of before. Interesting. Media ethics. Note, this course is currently unavailable due to Representative Professor Goldfels having retired. And this is how we get to his page. Being a luminary in his profession, Abraham Goldfels is his name. So his alias was actually just his last name. A professorship in the field of media ethics at Stelligan, which he sadly retired in fall of 2016. So he retired. Did you notice the bombing location seemed to be closely connected to Thought members? There could be a pattern emerging. Thought has held 3 demonstrations, yet there's only been 2 bombings, which might imply it's definitely a shot in the dark, but we absolutely need to do everything we can to prevent another attack. So does that mean finding other Thought people and figuring out where they live, and then we can, or work, and then we can like search those places? Is that the thing? Oh shit, what was the last thing you just said? Take a close look, find out the 3 protests of Thought took place. Right, okay. There's a protest here, there's a protest at the other place, so we need another protest. Previously, Goldfels held a position as a journalist at Der Reporter, one of the most renowned German daily newspapers. So he's a German, and was also chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. Member of an ethical congress, just the average run-of-the-mill terrorist trade. And then Die Götter sind frei. The thoughts are free. A modern-time declaration of independence towards mass surveillance. And this is his article in 2014. Oh, his book, sorry. Oh, Smai or whatever his name is. It's very funny. He literally wrote the book. Oh my god, here we go. Cassandra with Yosef. The sexting continues. Hey, you. I'm sorry about last night. I really should have come over. It's just this client is massively influential and could bring a lot of exposure to the office. I've been trying to get a meeting for months and it went rather well, so here's hoping. God, I'm such a stupid old man who talks about his job too much. I'm sorry, it's just a big part of my life. Hello. I was like, why isn't she replying? That's right, she's in prison. Are you still upset? These people do not wait for other people to reply to messages. Cassie, can you answer me? If you don't, I'll start to worry. You know what I'm like. I think it's definitely time you start worrying. And why have you not gotten a phone call from her? Because she's been arrested. Or maybe she hasn't been arrested, she's just being held. First suspect in connection with assaults arrested. Boom! A couple of minutes ago, the Bonton Police Department reported that an arrest in connection with recent bombings in the capital had been made. A young woman had been brought into custody thanks to investigation efforts of a special task force, police spokesman Kaufman said. How the woman is related to the bomb attacks, Kaufman did not cover. However, it is rumored the suspect is well known to authorities by other incidents. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, this is your second arrest. If I go to Cassandra, The suspect was arrested in her flat. She willingly opened the door and cooperated with the arresting officer, having the warrant announced and her rights read to her. Where the 3 protests of thought took place. That's what we need to do. Okay. Recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations like the one held at Freedom Plaza. Yeah. Wrong profile. So far, the evidence suggests that Godfels was a prominent lecturer at Stelligan, and some of his students became involved in thought. Did he recruit them? We need to identify these students. Yet only one other page could be indexed. Very strange indeed. I think the next course of action should be to look for the other people of his thought group, like the students he mentioned. Yeah. So, attendee list. Right, okay, so we need to figure out, when did he retire? Left the university in fall of 2016. So we need, it would not be the winter of 2016-17 course. Summer, it goes summer, fall in the States. So this would work. And he worked in media. And Godfels Abraham. Scroll through these, and this is registering this stuff. So why is it pointing these people out more than anyone else? Student number 19911011204. Sorry, grade A, master thesis registered at this course. I wonder why it's only showing these. Weird. Okay, so I'm gonna say you're a student of his. Haven't we seen this name before? She was a friend of Miss Watergate. Oh, that's Juliet! That's Juliet, of course! That's enough to warrant a report. Give me a few minutes. We have authorization to invest Miss Carrington. Oh my god. Everyone's popping. Everyone's popping! Who's this? O'Donnell, Harrison. Harrison O'Donnell. Yes, we've seen that name connected to Miss Watergate. I'll report it right away. We've authorized to consider Harrison O'Donnell a target person. Now there's some work for you. Congratulations. Okay. So we've got 2 new targets, Harrison and Juliet. These must be Abraham Goldfeld's students within thought. Well done. I mean, we knew that Juliet would be part of it because she was at the rally in the first place. Juliet's timeline. Alright, let's fill out your background. You're a PR assistant. Born in 1992. You live in Farview. You like guitar, singing, books, and board games. And that's your face. Cafe Chestnut, Public Library. Should we go from the bottom to the top? This drives me outright mad, even though Cassandra and I just got to know each other at the protest at Freedom Plaza. Right, so that's where they met. Oh. She stood up for me regardless. This woman is a heroine, not a terrorist. Go Cassie. If one pisses off the government, one must expect them to respond accordingly. Action causes reaction. That simple-mindedness rolls eyes. Also, this doesn't sound like the Juliet I know. Juliet! You wouldn't have even accepted the duty of being class representative when you were appointed. How come you care so much about politics now? I'm not surprised you stand up for your beliefs. Underneath you're a strong one. But activism? Attending demonstrations, is it still you? Juliet says sometimes people change their minds. Sometimes other people help to get the right mindset, find out what you truly care about. This is about our freedom, and I know what it feels like to not be free. What would you want me to do instead? Sit at home being indifferent? Indifferent? No. I just see no use in occupying public plazas and throwing stones at poor men and women. This is a democracy. We have petitions for that. I'm so proud of you. You're capable of using the central tool of any good slacktivist. Hell, I would like to post a really slow clapping sound, but timelines don't allow it, so just friggin' imagine it if you can. Juliet, says Harry, well, I really appreciate you've got my back in everything. I don't think you need to intervene here. This is a Rick and Juliet only thing. Thank you. Okay. How come you pick, so she only recently became political? Is there brainwashing going on? Interesting. And then you met each other at the protest. Next one. Only 1 week until I have to enter my thesis at Abrams course, and then it's goodbye Stelligan. I'm a bit scared of the huge gaping hole this is going to leave behind. Girl, you gonna manage, says Amanda Hines. I know it's a scary thought at first, but we'll stay in touch no matter what. You hear me? Friends forever. Thank you, Amanda. Feel so much better already. Nobody took notice. Nobody cares. Nobody. What did Harry do this time? Jesus, as much as I like him, you really need to ditch him. Harry. She's dating Harry. Maybe people would care if you would be less, I don't know, enigmatic. Happy birthday, honey. So good to have you back. To mark the occasion, we decided to update your profile on our family page. Right, so this is her mum. The man walks into a bar and meets the girl of his dreams. They marry, settle down, and have 4 daughters. We are the Carringtons. We are the Carringtons. So it was her birthday on the 14th, but we already knew that. Oh, we knew February 1992. We didn't know the 14th. I'm bored to death tonight. Definitely need someone to come along here. Julesy, I've got something for you. I'm just gonna pump the brightness on this camera a bit. It's a bit of a nightmare. Okay. So, my one weakness exposed for everyone to see is cupcakes. Just go out with me and explore Bonton's famous nightlife. You got a message, Cassie. I need this recipe for my mum. Yuck, you know I'm not so keen on going out late night. Dislikes going out. Good, that seems like important information. Plus, I don't dance. Alright, you win. I'll be there in half an hour. That torture and cruelty by my friend. Cassandra Watergate. Friend. Cassie. Torture is... Oh no! Oh wow! What an idiot! Torture, is that correct? What? Wow. Torture and cruelty by my friend. Oh wow, so he actually thinks that she's actually torturing her. Oh god. Of course it's not correct. This only underlines her assessment as potentially dangerous from yesterday. No! You got dancing, you dance, you good dancer. Oh shit. Wait, what have I missed on here? Oh, this is Harrison. All these dicks. So many dicks. I've still missed something on Juliet's, obviously. I can't take that back. Lame. We are the Carringtons. Jonathan and Esther Carrington. A man walks into a bar, blah, blah, blah. Their first daughter, April, was born. There would be 3 more to follow. So this is April. No one gives a shit about April. Then May rocked up. No one cares about May. Her favorite book or movie is both The Devil Wears Prada. So I've got big problems with May from the get-go. Commander Red Junk says, yeah, you didn't realize that only the data chunk itself is brought across, not any context, and it takes everything literally. I understood that, but when I hovered over it, it said relationship, Cassandra. It did not say, because it gives context every time you hover over a data chunk. It's like, this is what it'll add to the computer. And so I thought it was confirming the friendship, because it said friendship, Cassandra. It didn't say pastimes, Cassandra loves to just fuck Juliet's shit up. But I need to go back to this. So don't like April, May, or June. Why? What was wrong with is July Juliet? Is that what July means? Back to the Future 2? Back to the Future 2? The worst one? Good lord. You were born February 14th, 1992. Your favorite food is banana nut muffins. Oh, what if I think you're nuts because you like nuts? Pink Girl says, why bother caring about something in this country we can't do anything about? I think the reason you care is because it will spread to this country. You care because America is the biggest power on the planet alongside China, but have way more of an influence on our entire life than China does from a sort of social perspective. You care because we are part of a global world. The reason that America got in the way that it is right now is because America isolated itself, like, in its mentality to go, we don't want to be part of this global community because America is the greatest country in the world and it's the only one we should worry about. By ignoring the fact that you're actually part of a global community, that becomes something that is really damaging to your own country. All countries that isolate themselves are countries that inherently suffer, and their people are the worst for it. And you care because, like, I've got friends who live in America, family. My sister lives over there. I know a bunch of Americans, and everything he does will have a ripple effect on everything else, like in our day-to-day life. So that's why you care. Okay, if we fail to prevent the next assault due to processing random data, I won't be taking the fall. What? Your favorite color is red? Sure. Back to the Future 3 was not the worst one. Back to the Future 2 was the next one. Her favorite color, do you think it's pertinent information? Okay, so he really doesn't want favorite pastimes, To Kill a Mockingbird, all this shit. Jonathan and Esther, I should probably put that there. 3 is not the worst film. 2 is the worst one. 3's actually got some decent stuff in it. And it was, yeah. 3's good compared. Melodic Storm says, when you see that Pauline Hanson congratulated the US for making the right decision, then you see why we have to care. Exactly. When you see the fact that we have a conservative government, even though they're not as extreme as Trump, that's why you have to care. Okay. However, she decided to end her band career when she was single again. Okay, so she's single? Oh shit, that was a conflict. Oh god, I need to focus. She studied and she studied this. We knew this. I need to focus. Friggin' election. Okay, so Juliet, that's all done. Our family, bullshit. Harrison's timeline. Harrison, please have a short timeline, because we need to wrap this up. I'm not saying 3 is the best one. I'm saying that 1 is the best one, 3 is the second best one, 2 is the worst one. Harrison posted, never thought I was going to write this one day, first day at Stelligan, feeling so elite makes me want to comb my hair. No one cares about this stuff. This is a very cute selfie that we will take to... What's your name? Harrison. there's a picture of you, Harrison. Wait, I can't use the picture? Show conflicts. Oh, that you're not in a relationship anymore. Okay, we're gonna need to figure that out. I can't pronounce your name. Motsicurik says, wouldn't call Trump conservative in the original sense, much more of a populist. He's very conservative, but he's not a conservative, like, he's not a Republican. Like, he doesn't believe in small government. He's conservative in his viewpoints of the world. But, yeah, but then I guess you can argue that he's a populist because he actually only gives a shit what, he's only saying the things that will get him elected. He doesn't hold any true beliefs. So he's more of an anarchist than anything else. Okay. Where are we? We're going here. So the couple that rocked the show, so that is Juliet, and Harrison. Thank you for taking me along. Good. If you've got it, flaunt it. You've definitely got it. Pulling the strings of a fancy guitar. Thank you, Mikey. I guess you should have, blah, blah, blah. Mike, why don't you go and ask Juliet out right away, huh? No need for hiding anything. I can provide a nose correction just for you to make you look awesome. You want that? No, then you fuck off. Ooh, he's an angry boy. Easily jealous. That feels important. Tolly says I have not been able to tell if Nick's talking about the game or the election right now. This post has been deleted by user. Deleted multiple posts from timeline. There were responses where the fascists turned this into a nightmare. People didn't do shit. The protest was peaceful until they showed up. They stormed the crowd and provoked what happened. Have you been suffering from a bad case of self-censorship lately, or what's happening on your timeline? Okay, so you're deleting stuff. Sims is gonna love that. I feel sorry for the girl. It's clear she's been attacked and just panics. That's another deleted one. That's been deleted. Okay, and you're a media punk. Sure. Are you gonna find that important? Media punk, what does that even mean? What is this crap? Okay, this feels like a good spot to leave it. We got a bunch of weird thought websites here that we can dive into. Wait, what the moment you open that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. We've had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What the hell is on that site? Boom, shakalaka. This is where we're ending it. We're getting attacked all over. So all of the thought pages have now been corrupted. Excellent. Okay, cool. Interesting game. This is an interesting idea. We'll see. I'll put the call out next week and see if you guys want to see more of this. Yeah, it's good. The thing I don't like about it, and I freely admit, like, I haven't been concentrating 100% on it today. But something I don't like is that it just kind of points you to the answers. It just goes, okay, like I guess it makes it easier for, you know, if I had to sit here and read out every document, then that would be a bit of a nightmare. But for like 80% of the things that I dragged over, it's kind of like, yeah, I would have found, if I just read that, I would have gone, oh, that seems important, and dragged it over myself. But instead, the game is going, this is important. So it's just going, you just got to drag these things over and basically just collect them all. And then the fact that you can go, oh, I'm not going to show some of them, but then there are ones where you have to show them for the story to continue, is like, that's a bit of a weird thing as well, because it's like, well, you say don't flood me with stupid information, but then there are some that I need to flood you with, so yeah, it's interesting. I'll do a poll next week before we stream again to see what everyone thinks. Orwell, let me just check, because I know it's made by people. It's made by people who've played something that I like. And those people are... No, the developer is Osmotic Studios. The publisher is Surprise Attack, who put out Hacknet. That's why I like them. I think it's an Australian game. I think, but I can't be sure. Regardless, though, pretty cool. So I will take you this and log out. Orwell will remember where you left off. Thank you very much. That's all I needed to hear. One of the devs is actually in the stream. Pixels for breakfast. Oh my god, Pixels! Hello! Thank you very much for dropping by. Yeah. Are you Australian? But yeah, I will put out a vote if we want to continue this and go down the path of little sexting lawyer friends. Then let's do it. I like the soundtrack though. I like how the soundtrack changes. Nick, answers are in the chat. Answers are in the chat. Commander Red Young says the terms conservative, Republican, etc., just sound like white noise to my ears. I don't know what they're supposed to mean. Liberal and Labour too. Well, there's an easy fix for that. Read anything and inform yourself. Anyone who actively avoids politics, I don't have time for you, because that's exactly what gets the country into the state that America is in right now. So please inform yourselves, guys. At least we have to vote here. I see. I see. Pixels is going through answering all sorts of shit. You've been here for ages. Okay, cool. And then we've got, sorry, I'm just catching up on the last bit of the chat. I mean, you were musing about the dev and they were in the chat. Right, answers are in the chat. I see what you mean. Cool. Okay, cool. We're done. We're done here. Everyone go and read as much as you can to, like, inform yourselves so that this doesn't happen here. Because, this is a terrible day. And it's actually made me, very sad and in a really terrible mood. But I'm glad I had this game so appropriate to play today. So appropriate to play. And very enjoyable. Very cool. Like I said, I feel like I would like an option to turn off some of those data chunk highlights so that I could, if I think it's fine for the stream, but I feel like there could be more puzzle solving. That's what it is. I want it to feel more like a puzzle than necessarily just like collecting the data. Because if it's more of that puzzle thing, then it's something that we can play together and look and if I was playing by myself, then I would be sort of like stretched to figure out what's going on. But yeah, a very cool idea for a game, and I really like the idea of the episodic release being weekly. I think that's really neat as well. All right, that is it, guys. That is it for today's stream. Let me tilt the camera up. Guys, we're done. We're going home. I'm gonna have a drink, and I will be back tomorrow for more pockets. We'll do a gameplay video. We've got some cool games to have a look at that I got today that I can't. Can I talk about? I assume I can. But we'll see. We'll wait till tomorrow. And yeah. Awesome. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Pixel says, I can see that point of view. Day 3 onwards has way more conflicts, but it's still very much what you see here. I want more conflicts. I think that, yeah, I think that's cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I also need to focus on the conflicts, because for 2 of them, I've just sort of clicked on them and dragged them over. And made a giant error of judgment. Okay, cool. We are done. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Please tell the people around you that you love them and that you want to hold them and look after them, because everyone needs a little holding and looking after today. Until we next stream, my Pocketeers, NichBoy out. Mwah! Fill the chat with love and kisses.